Cover 4 begins now.
Hey there, hope you're having a great Friday night. Week 3 is here and some big games tonight in the Rio Grande Valley. I'm Ruben Juarez, and joining us in studio tonight, my partner, Blake Holland. The amps are turned on and it's time to rock and roll. We'll start, Blake.
Well, we'll start here with our game of the week. It is San Benito's potent defense taking on the ground and pound offense of Mcallen Memorial. Ruben, San Benito only giving up 3 points entering tonight's matchup.
That's right, and these boys, the offense came to play tonight. Early first quarter, Greyhounds with the ball. They hand it off to Fabian Garcia, brushes off a tackler and stretches across the goal line for the touchdown. Now it's the Mustangs with the ball. Their gridiron game changer, Max Alanis Choi, makes a cut and says, see you later. The 73-yard touchdown run, the first one given up by San Benito all season long. Back at the other end, here come the Greyhounds. Garcia getting around the edge and scoring, diving in for his second touchdown of the night. Greyhounds take a 14-6 lead. Garcia with a monster game. Second quarter now, Greyhounds going to the sweep. Garcia going, gone. No one in sight except for the speedy running back. The Greyhounds taking a 28-6 lead. Jump ahead now. We're going to the air now. Aaron Corona launching deep. Ricky Perez hauls it in. Touchdown, Greyhounds. San Benito, too much from Mcallen Memorial tonight. Greyhounds win 47-13. And over in Harlingen, Mission Vets rolling into town to take on the Cardinals. Blake, you were at this game. Passion, the name of the game at Bogus Stadium.
Right, and both coaches know how to get their guys fired up for the Friday night lights. So let's go straight into it here. Harlingen hosting Mission Vets this evening. Both teams entering tonight 2-0, but this game got out of hand quick. First, it's Isaiah Bell. He takes the direct snap, puts it in. Cards take the early 7-0 lead. Let's stick in the first quarter. Randy Morales on the designed QB run. He follows his blockers there, and that leads to another Harlingen touchdown. Now up 14-0. Ruben, we're still in the first quarter now. Morales dumps it off to Bell, this time in the backfield, and my goodness, what a run. First, he takes a set of ankles there, cuts back to the sideline. How about another set of ankles there, and a touchdown to cap it off. The Cardinals extending their lead now 21-0 in the first quarter, but Bell, he still wasn't down there just yet. Still in the first quarter now. How he makes it a hat trick, another grown man run, 3 touchdowns. Got to say hi to the camera while you're at it. Harlingen up 28-0 after the first. So let's pick it up in the second quarter now. The Birds take to the sky. Morales connects with Paul Price. Tack on another 6 as Harlingen, another statement win this week, 56-0, the final.
Next stop, Benny LaPrade Stadium in Donna. Two teams off to great starts facing off tonight. Porter against Donna North.
The Cowboys and Chiefs, not known for excelling in football, but times are changing. Both teams entering tonight's game 2-0. So Porter on the road taking on Donna North. Let's pick it up in the first. Marco Aguilar with the quarterback keeper. He punches it in to put the Chiefs on the board first. The Cowboys do make a response of their own, though, right at the end of the first quarter. Gunnar Williams makes a couple moves. After the reception, he bounces out to the sideline. A foot race to the goal line as he beats him. Touchdown Porter. That ties the game up at 7. And the Cowboys take the lead in the second. Adolfo Segura's kick is good. Cowboys up big in the fourth now, 30-14.
And let's go out to Mercedes. It's the Tigers hosting the Mackay Bulldogs. Mackay with the ball to start the first quarter. Bulldogs are driving to the Tiger 10-yard line. Joaquin Valdez surveys the field, but he's taken down. Ball is loose. Tigers make the recovery. A big play by the Tiger defense in the red zone. Now, later in the first quarter, Mercedes offense stopped by the defense for Mackay. They go for the 3 points, but the kick is no good. Mackay takes over on downs. The Bulldogs looking to get on the board first. Valdez looking downfield. He connects with Andres Barrera. A big gain right there for the Bulldogs. They're looking to cash in now. Valdez to Christian Echazarreta, who makes the catch and nearly knocks out our reporter, Marco. No worry, nobody, not even Marco, was hurt. He's a good guy. He's a strong guy. Bulldogs a strike first. Mcallen up at last check, 17-13 in the third quarter. And coming up, it's time for our viewer game of the week. Donna taking on PSJA Memorial. Those highlights coming up after the break.
And we see the fans and the teams out in the stands on the field each week. But we're taking a closer look at the coaches that help make these Friday night lights happen. CBS4's Mic'd Up is after the break.
Law Group.
And welcome back to Cover 4 on CBS4. We've seen the players do their thing. Now it's time to check out some super duper rowdy fanatics.
Rowdy fanatics, passionate fans. I mean, call them what you want. They're just out there ready to support their team, you know. So that's what we like to see. Our Friday fanatic this week comes from Harlingen High School. A luau type of night for the students. I mean, why not? Ruben, definitely an enjoyable night for the Cards, too, after a big, impressive win.
I wonder if they had a Hawaiian-style feast after the game.
I don't know. What would you be eating after the game?
Some Hawaiian rolls.
Ooh.
That's a good start.
Some pineapple right there.
Yes,
You got to get some pineapple, maybe some grilled shrimp on it. Ooh.
I wonder if the Harlingen football team had a Hawaiian-style feast after that big win tonight. They deserved it tonight.
I mean, their offensive line must have been hungry after after that performance they put on tonight.
Got to eat right to win
Exactly.
right. We've seen the fans, and now let's see how coaches get ready for games. Well, it's Fresno's coach David Cantu giving us a behind-the-scenes look at how he operates on game day.
So let's go ahead and take a look and listen. Coach Cantu getting mic'd up for the Falcons game against BSJA.
Let's go. Take a knee, guys. Take a knee. So excited for you guys, man. I got a little sick taste in my mouth. I don't know about you. A little chip on my shoulder ever since last Friday, because we're a better football team than that. Good job, guys. Good job, good job, good job, good job, good job, good job. We'll get a chance to redeem ourselves, but it's one play at a time. This game's not going to be won in the first quarter alone. We got to understand that it's a long battle. Let's go wing right, wing right. It's a long battle. No matter what happens, they can go up or we can go up. It doesn't matter. We just keep playing. Nice play.
Coach Cantu's Falcons won last night against PSJ 36-33, thanks to coach and photojournalist Jerry Salinas for another edition of Mic'd Up. The Falcons barely won last night, but really impressive. Their freshman QB, I mean, he was running all over that field, had more than 200 yards on the ground. And you actually chatted with him earlier this year. Yeah, Coach was telling me it kind of helps when you have your older brother at receiver, too. So you have that receiver QB connection right there, as well as a senior for the team. So that's just exciting to have that bond with your brother to be on the gridiron, am I right? Cool. So those parents will be at those stands, in those stands for several more years, with their freshman son being the starting quarterback. Exactly. Now let's move on to our viewer game of the week. Donna taking on PSJ Memorial. The Redskins entering tonight's matchup 2-0. Memorial, they're coming off a loss against Porter, so the Wolverines taking to the field at PSJ Stadium. So Donna getting a little sneaky there. Jeffrey Lefevre working out of the gun. He flips it to his running back, Joel Ramirez. Goes up the middle, picks up the first down. So later in the drive, Lefevre slings it to Mark Zambrano. Touchdown, Redskins. Donna takes a 7-0 lead. Redskins on a mission to beat the Wolverines, though. Luis Silva adding to the lead with a rushing touchdown of his own. Donna wins it big. The Redskins rout the Wolverines 55-14. Those Redskins looking real impressive, undefeated so far in the season, 3-0. Donna football on the rise right there. It's coming back. There you go. Now let's take a trip out to Willacy County for the big clash between Lyford and Raymondville. Raymondville won last year's game 30-14, and the Bearcats hosting this year's Cotton Bowl, so they have the home field advantage. So Bearcats have had an inflatable and sheet of paper to run through. Raymondville going all out for the Cats. And Raymondville QB Diego Gutierrez avoiding the pressure, looking long. Deep pass, but it's broken up by Lyford's Aiden Olivas Romo. Later on, Bulldogs with the ball. Their athletic QB, Osmar Martinez, pulling it back, and watch him go to the far sideline. Gets around one guy, picks up the first down, and hurdles a guy in the process. They would go on to score later in the game. And the Bulldogs coming out with a tight victory tonight, only a 2-score game. Lyford wins 14-0. Great stuff there, but don't go anywhere. We're taking a look at other aspects that make Friday Night Lights that much more special. This week's Cheerleader Challenge is next. And welcome back to Cover 4 on CBS4 Friday nights. Not just about the action on the field, they're also about all the other elements that make high school sports special.
And who better to bring some excitement than the cheerleaders? Every week we will select a squad and give them the opportunity to show their school spirit at a local business. Today the Brownsville Rivera cheer team got to spread some school spirit, putting pops of red, white, and black all over the Charlie Clark Nissan dealership in Brownsville.
And at the end of the regular football season, you'll be able to cast your vote for which squad came up with the best decorations and declare the winner of our Cheerleader Challenge. So there you go, ladies. Time to doll up them stores and make them look absolutely beautiful. Now, Blake, looking back at tonight's action, you were at the Harlingen game. What did you think of the Cardinals?
Cardinals, I mean, what more can you say? Isaiah Bell was a beast in the backfield today. I mean, that offensive line was physical up front. Mission Vets is a good team, and they were just out-physical them. I mean, it was just kind of the first snap of the game. I mean, you could just tell Harlingen was ready to go, and they look sharp. And it's going to be real tough when they play San Benito, which the game you were at. That defense coming into the game was strong. So what did you see from San Benito tonight?
Yeah, so San Benito entering tonight's game had only given up 3 points through 2 games. Mcallen Memorial, the running back, Max Allen Choi, got open there, found some space, and took off for a 70-plus yard touchdown. The first one given up by the Greyhounds all season long. But aside from that, the defense from San Benito was on point. They were getting in the backfield. Most of Mcallen Memorial's runs were short gains, not a lot going. And the Greyhound running game, led by Fabian Garcia, was on point as well. He found the end zone a bunch of times tonight. The game was pretty much over by the end of the first quarter, like it was at Harlingen. So that's high school football today. We've got high school football tomorrow as well over in FAR.
Yes, I'll be at PSJ Southwest as they take on Laredo LBJ. Kickoff tomorrow at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, so we'll have highlights here at 10 o'clock. So that should be an exciting game, too. Hopefully, PSJ Southwest comes out with a win on the out-of-town team there. That's
right. Always interesting when the Valley teams take on Laredo teams. Somewhat of a bragging rights kind of game. You've got the Laredo schools against the Valley schools. Last night, PSJ North beat a team from Laredo, so that's 1-0 for the Valley. Southwest looking to make it 2-0 for the Rio Grande Valley. Let's talk college football now. Big game tomorrow. The Longhorns taking on Mr. Nick Saban and the Alabama Crimson Tide. How do you think that game will fare out?
It'll be a good test to see where Texas is with Steve Sarkisian with his second year. Nick Saban and his team. I mean, he has the Heisman and Bryce Young coming back at quarterback. It's going to be a tough test. I know UT Austin's going to be rocking. It'll be really tough to see, though. I mean, Alabama's favored by almost 3 touchdowns. The #1 team in the country. So, I mean, with Steve Sarkisian his second year, I mean, you just want to see where his guys are progressing, and then anything, I feel like you got to take it as a win for them.
And it'll be interesting to see how the QB from Texas does. Quinn Ewers.
Right.
Played well in the first game. Let's see how he does. That's a wrap for us here on CBS4. We'll be back here tomorrow night with Blake and next Friday for more high school football. Good night.